They came in thinking Buffalo would keep rolling. They left knowing the AFC East just got a lot more interesting. Sunday night in Orchard Park began like a slog, sloppy, tense, and short on rhythm. Neither team could protect the ball early, neither offense could find consistent traction. By halftime, it was still 6-3 New England, a reminder that the night would be decided by details: turnovers, field position, and who could make one big play when it mattered most. It was Drake Maye who supplied that play. The Patriots rookie didn't light up the scoreboard in a traditional way. His stat line reads like the work of a game manager: smart, timely, and efficient. But when the moment arrived, Maye delivered. With 1:11 left in the fourth, trailing by 3, Maye drove New England into position. A couple of huge conversions, including a perfectly placed body control grab by Stefon Diggs while Maye was being dragged to the turf, moved the Patriots down the field. Diggs finished the night with 10 catches for 146 yards, a performance that doubled as both revenge and leadership. On the final play of the drive, the Patriots settled for the 40-yarder that gave them the 23-20 lead with 15 seconds left. For Buffalo, it was a lesson in how quickly momentum can flip. Josh Allen, who remains one of the elite playmakers in football, kept the Bills alive. He led them back from deficits in the past with a flurry of big throws and scrambles that turned games on their heads. On Sunday, he did his job. A second-half touchdown to Curtis Samuel and a late strike to Keon Coleman pulled Buffalo within range. But the Bills couldn't conjure the final magic. A crucial third-down pass breakup by Christian Gonzalez in the red zone forced a field goal attempt instead of a go-ahead touchdown, and that ultimately proved decisive. There are a few big-picture takeaways here beyond the final score. First, Drake Maye is maturing. A year in, we're finally seeing him string together a composed, clutch performance against one of the best rosters in the league. He handled pressure, connected on throws while off balance, and, importantly, didn't turn the ball over in crunch time. That late drive felt different: deliberate, confident, and under control. For a young quarterback, that's what builds belief, that both in the locker room and across the division. Second, Stefon Diggs' night was equal parts statement and skill. There's nothing subtle about ex-teammates facing their former clubs. The emotion is loud, and Diggs embraced it. 10 catches, 146 yards, and that wrenching catch late in the game shows he still knows how to separate and make contested plays at the highest level. His presence made the Patriots' late comeback possible and underscored why Buffalo felt the loss so acutely. Trading Diggs was supposed to be a clean break. On Sunday night, he reminded Buffalo fans what they used to have and the new Patriots what they gained. Third, Josh Allen and this Bills roster are not broken. This was not a collapse. It was the performance of two evenly matched teams, decided by situational football. Allen still drove them into scoring territory multiple times. The Bills' last defense gave them several stops earlier in the game. The difference was a handful of pivotal moments: a red zone pass breakup here, a clutch conversion there, and the Patriots executed in the stretch. Fourth, New England's defense bent but didn't break. They forced a couple of turnovers and one key stop that kept this game within reach. That bend without breaking identity has been a hallmark of Bill Belichick's teams, and it showed up when it mattered most. Contain the big plays, make the opponent earn their points, and then capitalize when the other team makes a mistake. On a night where both offenses were guilty of inconsistency, that kind of play from the defense is worth its weight in gold. Penalties and sloppy play were the ugly undercurrent. The first half featured missed opportunities and avoidable mistakes: fumbles, stalled drives, and penalties that erased positive yardage. In a matchup between two skilled teams, those self-inflicted wounds can decide the outcome. Both sides will need to clean that up. In the AFC, tight margins are the rule, not the exception. From a standings and momentum perspective, this matters. Buffalo entered the night as the league's last undefeated team. They exit having suffered their first loss, and suddenly the division picture has real teeth. New England, with the win, keeps pace and gains a directional boost it hasn't always had in recent seasons. The psychological edge is tangible. The Bills will now know they're beatable. The Patriots will walk out of Orchard Park with renewed confidence that Maye can lead them in tight spots. Finally, the matchup sets up a narrative that could last all season. Can Drake Maye grow into a rival capable of challenging Josh Allen's throne in the AFC East? Sunday's result doesn't settle that argument, but it sure raises the stakes. The Patriots showed they can win a chess match against elite competition. The Bills showed they still have their star, but must shave off mistakes and get bigger plays from their supporting cast. This game was a reminder that football, at its core, rewards execution in crunch time. It rewards poise, timely aggression, and veterans who make the plays that matter. If you were looking for a signature night for Drake Maye and a late-season barometer for Buffalo's resolve, you got both. The division just got a lot more interesting, and for fans of drama and high-stakes football, that's exactly the kind of result you want to see. Josh Allen is one of the NFL's best quarterbacks with an MVP on his resume. Drake Maye isn't there yet, but Sunday night in Orchard Park, Maye took a giant step toward changing that narrative, and he did it by engineering a late, composed drive that stunned the Buffalo Bills and handed the New England Patriots a 23-20 win. The Patriots were the underdogs for much of the evening, and the game never quite found a clean rhythm. The first half looked like a sloppy Thursday night twin: turnovers, missed opportunities, and penalties. Neither offense could punch a drive into the end zone. Both settled for field goals and a 6-3 New England lead at the break. Buffalo finally produced a touchdown in the third quarter when Josh Allen hit Curtis Samuel for a short scoring strike, giving the Bills their first lead. But the momentum swung New England's way after Marcus Jones picked off Allen in the red zone, a rare, costly mistake for the Bills veteran. The Patriots turned that turnover into a 90-yard scoring drive, capped by Ramondre Stevenson's second touchdown of the night. And suddenly, New England led 20-10. Buffalo is never out with Allen under center. He responded with a touchdown to Keon Coleman late in the fourth, pulling the Bills within 3. That set the stage for what would be the defining sequence. Drake Maye, calm in the pocket and precise under pressure, rallied the Patriots downfield in the final minutes. His composure produced a clutch completion to Stefon Diggs, a 12-yard pickup where Diggs created extra yards after the catch while dragging Maye to the ground, and eventually put New England in range for a game-winning field goal with just 15 seconds left. Diggs, in front of his former team, finished with 10 catches for 146 yards and made clear afterward that the moment felt personal. 100%, he told NBC's Melissa Stark. He'd been traded away by the Bills after the 2023 season, and Sunday's performance looked part revenge game, part statement. He still knows how to win the big plays. Maye finished with 273 passing yards and, more importantly, a late-game poise that lifted New England when the chips were down. For Buffalo, the loss ends an early-season unbeaten run. The Bills looked vulnerable at times, sloppy in the first half and hurt by that turnover, and now enter the rest of the schedule with a tougher path in the AFC East. This was a big night for the Patriots' young quarterback and a reminder that the division is far from decided. If Maye can deliver in clutch moments and Diggs keeps producing, New England might be more competitive than many expected. For Buffalo, the message is simple. Clean up the miscues, protect the ball, and don't give opponents late chances to steal momentum. Sunday's outcome proved that, in this league, one drive can change everything.